Hello, everybody. Well, the discussions have been great, and I tried to write quite a bit about what everyone has learned and then what everybody can learn, and then together what we both can dream about the future in relation to not only individuals but groups, and how to build relationships between those two entities. It's becoming more challenging today because so much of what we do is online. Hence, you're actually seeing this online rather than a face-to-face. So as we talk about relationships, and of course our relationships are not only personal but professional, but as we talk about relationships, one of the key points, if not the most important point, that we have to realize, that we have to try to overcome and master, is how do we build relationships in a different world? First thing I'll tell you is the way we build relationships today is different than we built them yesterday, or 10 years ago. And the way we build relationships today is going to be different in 5 or 10 years. So, in essence, the skills we learn today are going to be outdated very shortly in the future. It's no different than the product of social networking, which was MySpace, and today it's Facebook. And Facebook will be overtaken by something different in the near future. And that could be the new and greatest Facebook. Or it could be something completely different that takes the market by storm. So we have to realize that what we're learning today, we're going to have to learn something different tomorrow. And that's one of the important tenets of relationships, which is, first, they're going to be much more transitory. The relationships of today are going to be different than tomorrow. The organizations that come together are going to be different today than they are tomorrow. And so it's a much more transitory nature in relationships, which brings us to the second part. In a relationship, you always got to bring value. And so when two organizations are being created, once you create a third organization out of the two, or once you have a merger acquisition, you have to right away realize that you're going to have to continue to bring value to that partnership. Otherwise, it's not going to work over the long term. And so that's a key part that we often forget. Is it's no different than when in a marriage. Once you get married, you don't stop trying to evolve. You have to continue to add value to the organization. So those two are really important as we look forward to partnerships. The third is, any partnership has to be mutually what I call advantageous. Each side has to benefit. And if each side doesn't benefit, it's not going to be successful in the long term. What does that mean in a way? You don't want to join a partnership. Organizations don't want to come together where one clearly is going to benefit and the other is not, because it's not going to last over the long term. So it has to be mutually rewarding, mutually beneficial. And last, it's got to be fun. If you think of a merger and acquisition, an organization that works with another, if it's not fun, if people don't enjoy the experience, it really is not going to work out over the long term. I've just seen so few of them. After a while, money is not going to matter as much. Market share is not going to matter as much, because you're going to have that success. But you always want to be around people that you like and that you have fun with. So, partnerships, those are the 4 that we look at. You have to realize what you do today is going to be different tomorrow. You always have to continually add value. It has to be mutually rewarding, and it has to be fun too. Everybody, we will talk more about it, but I hope you enjoy. Take care.